Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Wednesday. We got 13 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play. Get free entries when you guys sign up, so go ahead and hop in there, get some nice wins. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Pretty busy slate today. 13 matchups, starting with the Colorado Rockies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates opening up as home favorites at -120. The Rockies +110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 7.20. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Zach Thompson with an ERA of 4.88. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Colorado winning yesterday's matchup 2-1. They're 5-1 against Pittsburgh right now. The under's hit in 5 out of the last 6 matchups. Not a lot of runs have been scored in these Colorado games. I'm going to take a shot with the Rockies +1.5. Not really in love with this matchup here. Rockies getting the win yesterday. I feel like this could go either way here. So take the Rockies +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Minnesota Twins. The Twins opening up as home favorites at -200. Detroit +165 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Tigers is Ronnie Garcia with an ERA of 2.57. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. I am seeing he hasn't pitched since 2020, so hasn't really gotten much time yet this season. Pitching for the Twins is Dylan Bundy with an ERA of 5.14. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Detroit just 1-5 in their last 6. Losing to Minnesota 0-2 yesterday. Minnesota on a 6-game winning streak. Playing great baseball here. Detroit 0-5 on the road against Minnesota. Yeah, I like the Twins at home. Bundy hasn't been that good on the mound, but coming off a no-run game in his last start. Rolling with the Twins at home. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Washington Nationals. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -225. Washington +185 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Dodgers is Julio Urias with an ERA of 2.63. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Nationals is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 4.08. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Dodgers winning yesterday's matchup 9-4, and then 10-1 the day before. So they've been pretty dominant so far against the Nationals. Just 1-4 in their last 5. Dodgers 6-0 on the road against Washington, where they've been really good. Yeah, like Julio on the mound, Dodgers, they've just been hitting very well so far in this series. Rolling with the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Brewers versus San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -125. Milwaukee +105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Aaron Ashby with an ERA of 3.49. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA of 3.91. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Brewers winning yesterday's matchup 4-1. Pretty even pitching matchup here, honestly. Milwaukee is 7-3 against San Diego. Yeah, looked pretty good yesterday. This is kind of a series I like the underdog in. Equal pitching matchup. I'm going to take the Brewers +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -165. Oakland +140 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Oakland is Paul Blackburn with an ERA of 1.91. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 4.77. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 8 strikeouts. Yeah, Oakland winning yesterday's matchup 7-5. Played pretty well yesterday. Seattle just 1-5 in their last 6 right now. Oakland 6-3 on the road, but they've actually been pretty decent as of late on the road. And yeah, I like Paul Blackburn on the mound. Robbie Ray's last few starts, he's given up a lot of runs here. Paul Blackburn been good on the mound for Oakland. I'm going to take a shot with Oakland +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -130. The Cubs +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 4.89. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Luis Castillo with an ERA of 4.60. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, so far the Cubs winning both matchups so far against the Reds. Coming off an 11-4 win against Cincinnati yesterday, playing very well. Getting underdog value, which is kind of crazy the way the Reds have been playing, just 1-4 in their last 5. Cubs are 5-1 on the road right now. Yeah, even pitching matchup. Cubs have looked great in this series so far. I'm going to take the Cubs +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Miami Marlins versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay opening up as home favorites at -200. Miami +170 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Marlins is Cody Poteet with an ERA of 0.78. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 2.33. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Yeah, Miami losing 4-0 yesterday against Tampa. Really couldn't get nothing going yesterday. They're 0-5 on the road against Tampa, where they have struggled here. I do like Rasmussen on the mound here. I'm going to take the Rays at home. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -200. The Orioles +180 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Orioles is Tyler Wells with an ERA of 4.41. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is J.P. Sears. Looks like he's getting his first start of this season for the Yankees. Yankees winning yesterday's matchup 7-6. Baltimore just 2-7 straight up against the Yankees. Yankees 13-4 at home, where they've actually been very solid. Yeah, even though J.P. Sears is making his debut, just not in love with the Orioles. Tyler Wells coming off back-to-back starts where he gave up 3 runs here. I'm going to lean with the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -145. The Phillies +122 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 4.12. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 4.95. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Phillies losing yesterday's matchup to the Braves 6-5. Not really. I mean, a pretty close series, very even pitching matchup here. To lay minus 145 on any team is honestly pretty risky to me, so I'm going to take the Phillies plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Chicago White Sox. Chicago opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Boston plus 145 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Boston is Rich Hill with an ERA of 3.90. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 2.84. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 7 strikeouts. Boston, winning yesterday's matchup 16-3 against the White Sox. Just a crazy hitting game for Boston. They're on a 6-game winning streak right now, playing great baseball. 5-2 on the road against the White Sox. Yeah, to lay minus 175 on the White Sox, coming off a beatdown yesterday, that's just way too risky for me. I'm going to take the Red Sox plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 180. Cleveland plus 165 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for Cleveland is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.48. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Houston is Christian Javier with an ERA of 2.87. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Yeah, Cleveland losing to Houston in yesterday's matchup 7-3. They are just 2-8 against Houston, where they have struggled. Yeah, I like Christian Javier on the mound for the Astros, playing good baseball here. Rolling with Houston at home. Next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Rangers plus 145 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Rangers is Glenn Otto with an ERA of 5.55. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 4.15. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, the Rangers losing to the Angels yesterday 5-3. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Angels on a 3-game winning streak. Texas just 2-5 on the road against the Angels. I'm going to lean with the Angels at home. On a 3-game winning streak. Detmer's been pretty decent on the mound. Yeah, I'm going to roll with the Angels on the road. The Angels at home. And then the last matchup, we have the New York Mets versus the San Francisco Giants. For some reason, I can't find any odds for this matchup. Seems, I don't know when they'll come out. Kind of weird. But pitching for the Mets is Thomas Sazapuki with an ERA of 0. Looks like he's getting his first start of the season. And then pitching for the Giants is Jacob Junis with an ERA of 2.70. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs and had 2 strikeouts. Yeah, the Giants winning yesterday's matchup 13-12 in a thriller. Yeah, the Giants, they're just 1-5 in their last 6. That was their first one in a while. I like the Giants here. I'm not sold on Thomas pitching for the Mets. We'll see if he does end up pitching for the Mets. I'm going to assume the Giants are probably the favorites with Jacob Junis on the mound. He's been pretty solid for the Giants here. Yeah, kind of concerned with the pitching for the Mets in this matchup here, so I'm going to roll with the Giants at home. Now that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.